fact, I am horrible at speeches.
Yeah.
Say that now. I'm also going to say the fact that for all the people who actually wrote a speech and planned it out, you make me feel bad, because I didn't. I came up here and I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about Erica and how much of a baller she is. But I was like, just yesterday, I was like, I should probably write at least bullet points where I should talk about Erica. And then I sat there, I was like, nah, don't worry about it. And now here I am, and I don't have a single plan whatsoever. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, and you all know that this is all winged horribly, I'm going to try and make it short. I don't guarantee anything. It's probably shorter than Nathan's. I'm sorry, Nathan, I have to tell you that. I don't know what's going to happen. So, I haven't known Erica for very long. But I remember at the beginning of the year, I walked into the class, and I'm a Philharmonic B, and that's not, just to clarify that. And the thing is, Erica is a Philharmonic B because she's actually a violist, who decided to learn violin, so she's in Philharmonic B for violin. And so, I play violin too, so she's in, give or take the same section as me. And so I walk in and I see this person who, she's wearing a beanie, she's got dyed hair, and she's wearing metal band shirts, I guess, I don't know what to call them otherwise. And then I take one look at her and it's like, wow, so edgy. And I'll be honest right now, that's the first thing that I was like, she is so edgy, I think I just got cut. I'm bleeding. And at this point, I didn't know her very well. And to be very honest, I probably still don't know you very well. But you know what? That's not important right now. And so, over time, I got to know her more because she generally tended to be my stand partner. That's just what happened. And oh my god, my leg is twitching really bad right now. It doesn't help that it's the same leg that, for whatever reason, the fold is, misaligned. So my pants look really bad on the left leg. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. But there's a lot of stuff about Erica. I'll be honest right here too. My memory is terrible, and I don't remember a lot of things that happened in orchestra. I don't remember a lot of things, period. So, but I will tell a few stories, other than the fact that Erica is edgy and she's a baller. So, this happened really recently. I'm going to start with this one because this one's good. Oh, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? You know what I'm going to say. All right, as I mentioned earlier, Erica is a violist, but she's also a violinist. So, she always gets there before me because she's actually on time and she's dedicated. And I'm just me, I guess. I'm second rate at that point. So, she's already sitting down, she's already got out the music. I'm not going to say which one because there's already been one spoiler, so I'm not going to do another one. And so, I sit down, I open my case and get my violin out, my volume is ready. She's already at it because she's a baller. And so, we're playing the same part. And then I stop and I'm like, what part are you playing? And she's just like, yeah, I'm just playing right here, measure 40, whatever. And I was like, okay. So, we start at the same time again, and it's still not right. And so I put my violin down, and I look over and I'm like, Erica, is that a viola? And then she looks at me, then she looks at her viola, then she looks back at me, and then she puts it down. And she looks back at me and she's like, that didn't happen. And then she just puts her viola away, she closes the case, she puts her bow in, then she closes the case, she zips it up, she just gets up and puts it back. And I'm just sitting there, I'm trying not to laugh. Because trust me, I wanted to laugh really badly. But I just gotta say, I think I did laugh at the end anyway, because I'm a good dude, I guess. And then, so she comes back with her violin and opens it up. And I'm pretty sure before that we actually both laughed hysterically. Just a little bit of hysterical laughter. Not a large amount, but just enough to make us. And so, that, I believe, happened on a Tuesday. So now that is the Tuesday that never happened. And so, because I don't have any other specific stories, because that's probably the best one, I don't think I can top that one after that. There's just one thing about Erica that always gets me. And so, she has really large piercings. And I don't know, are you wearing the tunnels today, or are you wearing she's wearing the tunnels, okay.
I have gauges, for you who know how.
She has gauges. They're big. And so, one day, she just walked up to me, like, I sat down, she sat down, and I was kind of sad, and I was just like, and then we were just doing, I was like, then she looked at me, she's like, I can fit a pencil through my ear. And I kind of looked at her, I was like, what? And she's like, I can fit a pencil through my ear. And I was really confused, I was like, wait, like, you put a pencil in your ear? And she's like, no, I put a pencil through my ear. And I was like, that's even weirder. And then she showed me, she pulled out a mechanical pencil, and she just put it through her tongue. And I was like, that's strange. And then she's just like, she's like, I don't remember exactly what you said, but she's like, I have a mixed feeling between being slightly pleased with myself and slightly disturbed. And I was just like, why not both? Because it pretty much was. Because I was certainly very pleased and disturbed to see that too. So, if I had voted, because I'm lost again, I forgot to vote because I'm terrible at memorizing things. How do you say that? Memorizing, whatever. But I would have definitely put a section for other that said, person most likely to put pencils through their ear. And Erica probably would have won that award. Mind you, she's probably the only person who would put pencils through her ears, and that's not the point. Oh, it gets even better after that, though. She actually said, but I can't fit a Sharpie through my ear yet. But just wait. It's happening. And so, out of all those things, I still honestly don't know Erica well. She's a cool person, though, and I don't regret any of the time I spent knowing her whatsoever as a stand-runner. I love her thing, that she's always before me. She gets her mind right, gets the music, so I don't have to get music, and so I get to be lazy for free. Except the times where she's absent. Then I sit down and I'm like, wait, Erica's not here. And I'm like, crap, I have to go get back up. So I have to go back to my locker and get my music out because she's not there. Mr. Guys, I'm going to confiscate the microphone. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Erica, for all the time I've known you, I don't know you that well. I still don't know you that well. I will never will know you that well. But no matter what you do in your future, no matter how many tattoos you get or whatever you're going to do in your life, you're going to do a good job with it because you're a baller. And there's no way you can do it wrong. And you go up there. Okay?
Alright, next is